Today let us see what is the meaning of TDS returns. Now see, this TDS we are paying every month, as I told you before, what, 7th, okay. Before 7th we are paying this TDS to the government, okay. See, for example, this report is of April. In April we have paid the TDS of contractors, okay. Now if I want to, after making the payment of this challan, see, after making the payment of this challan, after making the payment of this, we require that copy, that is a payment copy. How much TDS, this contractor TDS we have paid? 6,600. If I want to show that receipt to you, it will be this receipt. Now see, I made some changes because original I cannot give you the details. That's why I made the changes in the receipt here. See here, this is what, 6,600, which is paid to the government. After making the payment, this receipt we have to take a printout. This is whose receipt it is? 94C. Okay, that is what contractor receipt it is. This is the name of the company from where it is paid. This is a 10 number what I gave you actually. Okay, now see here, when this is paid, this is 6,600 is paid on, the detail is here. Tender date, that is 2nd of May. Forget about the year, it is old receipt, but still assume that it's a 2020. So 2nd of May this is paid 6,600 of what? Contractor. Okay, there is no interest, nothing. If there was interest, it will be displayed here. Okay, nothing is there. Now what is the meaning of BSR code here? There is a BSR code here, 63 something is there, 997 digit it will be there. This BSR code is nothing but a, see, this challan we have paid in which bank? ICICI Bank. Okay, we have paid this in ICICI Bank, and this challan is of what? All contractor, that is 6,600, 94C. Okay, now see, this is paid on 2nd of May. Report is of what? April, but the challan is paid on what? Before 7, that is 2nd of May. Okay, now what is BSR code? BSR code is nothing but a branch code, that is a bank the bank code it is. Okay, in which bank this is a code of the bank. Remember, this is very important. That's called BSR code, branch code, bank branch code. Okay, that is very important, 7 digit it is. And challan serial number, this is what challan number it is. On every challan you will find, and this is different challan number. Okay, now this is done. Now second challan, that 94J, 10,500 is paid. Okay, of all this we have paid. Now 10,500 challan is here, 10,500. Again it is paid on 2nd of May. This is BSR code and this is a challan number of that. Okay, 10,500 is paid, and 94J it is. Again it's a professional 94J. Okay, now here this is of April. Remember, this is April challan. So how many challans are there of April? There are 2 challans. One is 10,500 we paid, and second is of 6,600 we paid. Okay. Okay. Next one. Assume that in May. Now I have given here in April. This is the report, and I showed you the challan also. In May, nothing. Assume that in May we have not deducted the TDS of anybody. So there is no report in May. Assume that there is no report of May. Okay, because we didn't deduct any TDS. Okay, that's why I am trying to make it short. That's why I am not giving the report of May. But in actual, whenever you are working, if there is a report of May, you have to consider that also. Okay. So assume that there is no report of May. So I have given you the report of June directly here. In June, we have paid only one TDS of all this contractor, 3,000. Okay. Now here I will give this report is of June. So this TDS will be paid where? When? In July. So this is, you can see here, it is paid in July, 4th of July. BSR code challan number 3000 is paid, and 94C. Again, this is what? 94C. Okay. So this is the report. Remember, to file the returns of TDS we are filing quarterly. Now this is very important. Returns of TDS. Returns means what? We have to submit this data now. Whose TDS? All this data, PAN number and all, everything we have to submit to the government. Okay, as well as the challan, whatever is paid to the government, this data also we have to submit to the government. As I told you, returns means submitting the data to the government after making the payment of TDS. Once the TDS is paid, remember, but TDS is paid every month. Again I am repeating, but the returns is to be filed quarterly. TDS is paid every month before 7th, and the return is to be filed quarterly. After what? 3 months. That means to file the returns of TDS, we require what? 3 months report. 3 months report, remember. Okay, that means right now I have given you the report of only 2 months, assuming that in May we have not deducted any TDS. So I have given you the report of 2 months. And second, we require challan, challans paid of what? 3 months. Okay, challans paid of 3 months. So at present, how many challans we have paid of all together? 1, 2. This single challan, that is what 10,500, is of what? These 2 people. This single challan, 6,600, is of these 2 people. And this single challan is of 3,000, is of all these people. Okay. So to file the returns, remember, while working, you may get more than 3, 5, 6, more than 10 also challans. Okay. And this report can be of contractor, professionals, then rent, and so on and so on and so on. So you may get lengthy also. Sometimes you can get only one also. Suppose I deducted the TDS of only one person. Okay, that I will be paying when? End of the month, before 7. That you have to pay. Okay. So suppose during the quarter, after 3 months, we have to file the returns, and in April only 1% TDS we have deducted. In May nothing is there. In June also nothing is there. But after 3 months we have to show these details. You have to file the returns of TDS. Okay, and one more thing you have to note down here. Suppose in these 3 months, April, May, June, if suppose none of the TDS is deducted, we have not deducted any TDS, then no need of filing TDS returns, remember. Okay. Now how to file the returns, you have to make a note of whatever I am explaining, and how to file the returns I will send you in the next video. I'll explain you the next step of TDS returns filing. Okay. So in the earlier video I have shown you the requirement for TDS returns. Now remember, don't get confused. TDS returns, any return, it can be as this GST returns or TDS return, whatever, income tax return. Returns means we have to submit the report. The meaning of return is to submit the report. Now in the earlier example we have done, see, now this is the challan. I have already explained you in the last video. So this is the challan of 94J, which is paid in what? 2nd of May here, which is paid in 2nd of May, 10,500. There is no interest, nothing. 10,500 is paid. Now this challan is of which report is now 10,000. So this is the report of 94J professional. So that single challan, whatever is paid, this challan means, remember, whatever is paid to the government. That challan, while making the payment, we have to take a printout of the challan. That is a copy. Okay. Same like how we deposit the money in the bank and the bank is giving you the slip. That is also called challan. So this is the slip actually where we have paid the TDS. Okay. The single challan is of how many people? The Rajesh Associates, Sumuk Enterprises. These are the people whose 10,000, both are 94J, and this is the report of April. Okay, similarly we have deducted the contractor 6,600. That challan also I have given you here. 6,600 challan is there. This is the challan 94J. Okay, 94C. Okay, so now for TDS returns filing we require, remember, 3 months data. How many quarters are there for the year? April, May, June. So in July we are filing the first return of TDS. In case suppose the TDS is deducted within these months. If none of the TDS is deducted in April, May, June, then no TDS will be filed. Returns will be filed. Okay. Then second quarter is July, August, September. This is second quarter. Second quarter return will be filing in October. Okay. So you are getting 1 month to file the returns of this quarterly returns. But TDS, remember, we are paying the TDS every month and submitting the report 3 months, after 3 months. That means whenever we are submitting the report to the government, we require this TDS report of 3 months as well as 3 months challans which are already paid to the government. Now see this April. This is the April report. In April we have paid what? Contractor challan we have paid. Professional challan we have paid. Okay, and I will go down. In June I have given you the report. That means what? In May, assume that in May we have not deducted any TDS. In May, I am repeating, We have not deducted the TDS. We have deducted the TDS in June. And this TDS is paid in what? July. I will show you the challan. Say this 3000, this entire report, we are paying this contractor 2% again. This entire report, while making the payment, remember, we are not paying the TDS of one person. All contractor, that is a 3000, is paid here in this challan. That challan I have given you here, that is 3000 here. That is of 94C. Okay. Now let us see the next step. So the requirement for to file the tomorrow, suppose you are working anywhere and somebody told you to write file the returns of TDS. Tell him to give what? 3 months data. That is, suppose you are in the first quarter. Tell him to give the data of what? April, May, June. That is the challans paid as well as this type of report. Okay. Okay. Now next step, let us see. In the next step, to file the returns of TDS, remember we are using a lot of softwares. Okay, we are using a lot of softwares. The first software we will start learning is RPU. RPU, that software is called RPU, Return Preparation Utility. This is the free utility, remember, free. Anybody can download from the internet and file the returns. It's a free, and this software is provided to us by Income Tax Department. Okay. There is one more software called Saral. So this software is not easily available. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for that. Okay, you have to buy. If you are working for a company and all, they will be mostly using Saral software. Okay, we will see this software later on. So we will right now file the returns by using what? RPU software. Okay, return preparation utility. And this software we have to download from internet. Let us see how to download it. I'll go to the internet. Okay, and here on top I'll go to the same site of TDS, that is a teen-nsdl.com. Remember, www.teen-nsdl.com. Okay, say continue, then continue again, and this you can close also. Okay, now you go to the service to download the software. Every time we are going to service, so for TDS payment also, where we go, service and e-payment. But for software downloading, for downloading software, we have to go to service, and here eTDS and TCS, where service, teen-nsdl.com, service, eTDS, TCS. Okay. Okay. So service, eTDS, TCS. Okay. The next step is here you can go to eTDS, TCS, RPU. So first you have to go to service, eTDS, TCS. Then here you have to go to eTDS, TCS, RPU. Okay. Click on this. Now go down here. Here you can make out, that is what? Download RPU version 3.3. Remember, every time, this is very important, every time whenever you are filing the return, here you have to check whether this version is changed or not. Okay, now suppose I am filing the return April, May, June, that is in July, first quarter. Okay, right now it is 3.3. That doesn't mean every time it will be 3.3. So whenever you are filing the return in RPU, okay, return preparation utility software. So remember, whenever you will download, every time go to the site and check whether the utility is changed or not. If it is not changed, then you can use the utility which is earlier downloaded. Okay. So, and if it is changed, then you have to download this utility. You have to download this. So download, I'll click on download RPU version 3.3. Say save. Okay, so once this is downloaded, see, I'm using this Mozilla software here. In Mozilla, it is downloaded here on top. If you are using Google Chrome, it will get download here somewhere here. Okay, so I'll go to this arrow here. It is downloading. So it is downloading here, just a minute. So I'll go to the folder here. Okay, once it is downloaded, I'll go to the folder. Remember, in Mozilla it downloads here. In Google Chrome you will get download here. There will be arrow, you can go to directly a folder. Okay, open show folder. So here, see, it is here. It is here, TDS RPU. Okay, so this is eTDS RPU. Now this symbol means what? It is a zip file. Now what you have to do, right click on this one and say unzip this. So for that, on your computer there should be what? WinZip software should be there, remember. If it is not there, then you can go to the go to the internet and just type, go to the google.com and just type download WinZip. Remember, download WinZip. Okay, so right now it is there in our system, it is there. So what I'll do, I'll go to the download here. So it is there, 3.3 is there. Right click and say extract file. Right click and say extract file. And where you have to extract that in the C drive. Remember, you have to extract that in the C drive. After downloading, right click on this file, extract file to the C drive. Only C drive, remember, and say OK. Yes to all. Now if I go to the C drive now, I'll close this. I'll go to my computer here. I'll go to my computer. I'll go to the C drive, double click here. You can see one folder will be there, TDS RPU 3.3. So this is the software which is already installed now. Okay. How to run this software, I'll explain you in the next video. Okay, I'll explain you now only. To run this this software, I'll just double click on this one, double click on this folder. So to run the software, you have to come to the my computer C drive, double click on this folder, and there is a file called TDS RPU 3.3. You have to double click on this one. And remember one thing very important, if you double click on your system here, okay, right now it will work on our system, but when you double click here on your system, it might not run on your system. It might not run. Okay, if it is not running, then what you do, go to the internet. If the software is how to run the software, go to my computer, go to my computer, go to the C drive, go to the C drive, there is a folder, double click on this folder and then double click on this file RPU 3.3. Okay, suppose the software is not running, then go to the internet. Okay, go to the internet, okay, and type here, go to the internet, go to the google.com, go to the google.com and just type here download Java, download Java, enter and say download Java. So you can say download one. So download Java, not for Luna. Okay, download Java. Okay, and say I agree here. Remember, if the software is not running, you have to go to the google.com, just type download Java, click on that, say I agree to download. Okay, and just save the file. Once the file is saved, you have to open this file and double click on this file to install, remember, and it will take at least 10 to 15 minutes to install it, and you have to click on next till finish for installation. Okay, so I'm not wasting my time to install it. You have to download this file will get downloaded, then you have to go to the folder and double click on this file and you have to just go on installing that. Okay, yeah, so then after installing, then you can go here and check whether double click on this one after installing, then double click on this one, say okay, double click on this one to run this software RPU TDS RPU, the software will run. Okay, say okay, say this is the software. How to work with this software, we'll see later on. So today let us see how to file the TDS return, first step of TDS return. So let us run the software now. Once the software is installed, to run that software, you go to the my computer. To run the software, go to my computer, C drive, okay, then you go to TDS folder, this eTDS folder 3.3, and here down there is a file called TDS RPU 3.3. Double click on this one, the TDS software will run. So this is the software which is used for filing the returns of TDS. Okay. Now here, before filing the TDS returns, as I told you in the last video, what is our requirement? What is required to file the TDS returns? Remember, we require all these challans, whatever is paid to the government, that I have already explained to you, as well as the report of that challan. Okay, these two things are very important to file the returns. Remember, this data what we require is of 3 months. Okay, now see here in this report I have already explained you, this is the challan of what, which is paid in what, May. Here 2nd of May is there, that is of 94J, that is a TDS report 94J. So the report will be of April. So April, here you can say 94J professional, 10,500 challan is paid, 10,500. Second challan is this. Okay, so we require all the challans which are paid of 3 months. First quarter is April, May, June. Second quarter will be July, August, September. Third quarter will be October, November, December, and January, February, March. So per year there are 4 quarters, and every quarterly we are filing the returns. And to file the returns, as I told you, we require the challan copies of 3 months and the report of 3 months. Okay. Okay. Now, after getting this challans and this, then download that software and install it. And how to run that software, I told you, go to the C drive, go to the TDS folder and double click on TDS RPU 3.3 version. And only thing, suppose the version, before filing the return, you have to check the version. If the version is changed, that means you have to download the software again. Okay. Yeah. So let us see now. Now I'm running that software. This is already done. So how to run the software? Go to my computer, C drive, then TDS RPU, then double click on this and click on OK. Click on OK. That software will run. Okay. Once you once you run the software, here the form number, you have to select the form number called 26Q. Remember, whenever we are filing the returns of contractor, professional, and all that commission, rent, and everything, that form is called as 26Q form. Okay, always select 26Q form and say click on continue. So when you click on continue here you can see the options here: form, challan, and annexure. In the form section here we have to enter the details of our business. Remember, where you are working. Suppose you are working for ABC company. Here we have to enter the details of that ABC company, not these details. Remember, not these details what I give you here, not these details. Details of your company. 1 minute, I'll just go. Okay, so details of your company. Where you will get these details? These details you can get it from the owner of the company or the manager of the company, or you can get some details. Some details you have to take it from the owner or the manager of the company. Some details you can get it on the challan itself. Now, for example, this company name is Avery India Limited. Then 10 number is so and so and so. Okay, this basic information we can get it here on the challan. So I'll go to the now. I'll just fill up the details. Now here. First is now whatever is star here, those are compulsory. All these stars are compulsory option. You cannot skip those. Financial year, I'm entering here financial year. I'll select 2020, 2021. Okay, say OK. Then select here quarter of which you are filing the return. Right now we have the data here. We have the data of April, May, June. That means for first quarter. So I'll select here quarter number 1. Okay. So select the financial year. It's a star there. After selecting the financial year, you select the quarter of which you are filing the return. Then tax deduction account collection account number means 10 number. You know, 10 number is on the challan. You will find this is the 10 number RTKA 02971D. I'll put it here. So 10 number RTKA 02971D. Okay. Then here there is no star, so I will not enter anything. Permanent account number. Permanent account number I have given you already. Lot of account numbers I have given you. From that, any one of the account number you can put it from here. Say anyone in the sense it should be of the company. Right now for practicing we can put any pen number like this. Say A, P, O, P, B, so and so and so. So I'll just put here A, POPB. Okay, so here I have already drafted these details. I will send you in a PDF format. You put it accordingly like this only. Okay, so PAN number is given to you, PAN number is given to you. You put a PAN number here. The type of deductor means where you are working. Suppose you are working for a company, then here you have to select a company here. Suppose you are working for a sole proprietor, single owner, then here you can select the individual. If you are working for a partnership business, then here say firm. So right now you select here company. Now all these options are selected. Star is done. Star. This option is getting selected automatically. Financial year I have selected. Quarter one I have selected. This and this. Now let us go to the second block now. Particulars of deductor. Deductor means company. Name of the company here, not your name. Huh? Particular deductor means company. Company name is I have already given you Every India Limited. I'll just say Every India Limited. Okay. Then second is I have given you branch. Say branch is Panjim. Although there is no star for the branch, you have to put that. Okay. Some options are important. Unstarred options are important also. Okay. Then I have given a state here. State. This side there is a state. State I'll say Goa. Goa. Okay, then pin code is given here 403001. Okay, then here flat number 108. The details you have to take it from the owner. Okay, state is Goa. Email address is given there. So copy that email address and directly paste it here. You can copy paste also. If it is not working, you can put it Every India ltd@gmail.com. Okay, so capital small doesn't make any difference. You can go down there. Has address change? I'll say no. So all the star options are selected here. So I'll go down now. Next is particulars of the person responsible for deduction of the tax. Remember, this is the owner's details, company owner's details or manager's detail, who is responsible person. But whereas here, particular of deductor name is a company details. Remember, here it is owner's details. Name of the owner is given already here. Keshav Desai. Keshav Desai. Designation is given there, manager. Then flat number, this pin code 403. Has address change? No. Then has address change? No. Has regular statement file here? Say no. Okay. And this side permanent account number of this party is given there. Say APOPB. Remember, I cannot give you the PAN numbers of the other party. That's why this sample PAN number I give you. If you want to change the PAN number, middle number only you change. Characters you keep it like that only. Flat number 108. Okay, then Goa, state Goa. Mobile number you have to enter. Is given there, mobile number. Okay, that's it. After filling this form, at present we today is the first lecture of return filing, so one by one we have to do it. So fill the form at present and save it. For saving, what you do, you create one folder. You can create anywhere. You can go to my computer. Before saving here, remember, after completing the formats, everything, repeat one again. Remember, none of the options, all the options should be filled correctly. So before saving, you make one folder. So go to my computer. You can create a folder anywhere. C drive. We'll make a folder in the C drive, D drive, or you can minimize this. This also I'll minimize and create one folder on desktop. New folder. You can give any name. Say TDS return. Okay, folder on the desktop I give you. So to save this now, I have created a folder on the desktop. To save this, I'll click on save. When you click on save, remember the file name will be displayed automatically here. Don't change the file name of this. Okay, so what you do, understood, no? So click on save. Don't change the name of the file. Just go on top of this. Select the desktop there. On the desktop, your folder will be there. So go down. your folder is TDS return. So TDS return I'll be selecting on top. Don't change the name of the file, let it be the same. Suppose you accidentally you change the name of the file, cancel this, again you try to save. And here your folder is what? TDS return. So TDS returns and say save. Okay. Okay. So if you tomorrow we will open that file and complete the rest of the things. This you try and save it in the new folder. I'll close it. So the next thing is next step for filing. Yesterday what we have done, we have already we have filled up the form and we have already saved it in this folder. If I go to the folder, double click on the folder, and if I try to double click on this file, it will not going to open. Remember, that file will not open. How to open this file? We have saved this file yesterday in while filing the TDS return. So how to open that file? So what to do? You run RP or this TDS software. How to run that TDS software? Remember, you cannot open that file double clicking on this. So you go to my computer, C drive, TDS RPU folder, double click, then down there is a file TDS RPU 3. Run this file. Okay, select 26Q here and open saved file. Here you can click to open that file. Okay, you cannot open directly by going to the folder and double click on the file. So run this software, select 26Q, open saved file, and here you select what? Your folder there. From the desktop I'll select TDS return folder. So this is your file. Select the file and say open. See, so we have in the last lecture we have done how to fill up this form details. Okay, so I will send you these details in the PDF format. Accordingly you fill up this form. Okay, today let us go to the next step called challan. Now what is the meaning of challans? Challans are the copy which we have paid to the bank. See, these are the challan copies. All these challan. How many challans are there? Count the number of challans. 1, 2, 3. Total 3 challans are there. Okay. You may get more than 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay. You have to count the number of challans here. So total number of challans are 3. So what I'll do, I'll go here, click on the challan here and say add row. You have to click on what? Add row. Click on the form is over. Remember, you have to go to the challan now. Go to the challan and click on add row. So add row. So how many rows I want to add? How many challans are there? 3. So I'll type 3 here and click on OK. So this you will get 3 rows here. Let us see. Now here it is, whatever is displayed in a white, you can fill the information, but whatever is in the gray, you cannot do. Those are blocked. You cannot do anything here, but you can do whatever is white, you can type. So in the first challan, now let us go to the first challan now, this. In the first challan, whose challan it is? 94J. How much TDS is paid? 10,500. So I'll do here in the first challan, I'll put challan serial number 1. So how much is what? 10,500. Okay. I'll put the detail about this challan now. Surcharge is there 000. Let it be 00. If there is an interest here, interest, you have to put that figure also here. Right now there is no interest, so I'll not put anything here. I'll go further. You can use the keyboard arrow keys to go further. Nothing is there. Don't put anything here. Just put TDS here, and if there is an interest, put interest. Otherwise, other things you leave it blank. Go. Okay. Now this here BSR code of the bank. Okay, BSR code means what? Branch code of the bank where you paid the TDS. Now here the TDS is paid in which bank? It is paid in ICICI Bank, which is a branch number. Branch number is 6390340. So 6390340. Okay, this is a branch number. I'll go further. Date on which the amount deposited through challan. So when it is paid, this challan is paid on what? Tender date. Tender date means when it is paid. 2nd of May 2000. You assume that this is 2020. Actually this is old challan, but you put it 2020. 1st April, 2nd of May 2020. While typing the date, now you just press space bar only once. Okay? Only once you have to put space bar. Okay, then what? 02, 02. You have to type 2 digits, 02. And if it is not deleting, keep the backspace pressed till it deletes. 02. If you type only 2 there, it will not accept. Remember, you have to type 02 2nd May. Here it is May in this challan. So put stroke. Stroke is coming automatically 05 2020. Okay. Next is what? Challan serial number. Challan serial number is this one. Challan serial number 02548. 02548. Okay. Then go to the next one. Whatever is come by default, whatever is displaying here by default, it is coming no here. Don't change it. Let it be like that only. Interest 0. It is 0. Any other 0. Minor head of the challan. This is very important. Minor head of the challan 200 and 400. What is the meaning of minor head of the challan? You can see here we are TDS TCS taxpayer 200. Okay. So here you have to select here 200. Always you have to select 200. 100 here. Over. This is over. Rest of the thing no need. Next challan. I'll go down now. Second challan I will put. This challan is of 94C. How much challan is paid? 6,600. This challan TDS is 6,600. Okay. The rest I will skip because interest nothing is there. So I'll skip this all. Skip all this. Next is BSR code of the bank. Code of the bank will be the same as a previous. If it is same, you can copy and paste also. Click on top. Control C, copy, and go down. Control V, paste. Okay. Date on which the challan. This challan is also paid on the same date, 2nd of May 2020. I'll say 02. I'll say 02 May 2020. Okay. Then challan serial number. Challan serial number 02954. 02954. Okay. Then this is by default. Don't change this. Go. This is interest other. Okay. This interest and this is what? Minor head of the challan. Always should be 200. Okay. Again you go back. Third challan. So total number of challan. This is the third challan now. 3,000 is paid. Whose challan it is? Again contractor. Again this becomes 00000. I'll go further. BSR code of the bank always remains the same. Copy it and paste it down. Okay. Date of the challan paid is 4th of July, July 2020. I'll say 004 of July 2020. Okay. Challan serial number is 02987. 02987. Okay. No, this is correct. This is correct. The last one is what? 200. Okay. Now what you do? You have to save it again. Now we have completed form and challan. Okay. Save it again. Save. Don't change the name of the file. Go to the folder. Same folder. Don't create the other folder. TDS return and save it. Remember, click on save. Don't change the name of the file. Select the folder and say save. That's it. This is the second. This is your second step. Okay. In the next video, I'll show you the next step. So next step of TDS returns filing is, let us see how to enter this data in RPU. So we have done how in the last video I have already shown you how to enter the challan in RPU software. Okay, today we will see the annexure. Now what is annexure? Annexure is nothing but you have to put this report. This report we have to put it in the annexure. Challan information, that is this challan information we have already entered in challan. This remember. Challan information you have to enter in challan and this report we have to enter in annexure. Okay. But as I told you earlier, this annexure is very, very important, and annexure you have to enter the annexure as per the challan order. Now in this challan, this 10,500, we have entered the first challan 10,500. That is which challan it is? This challan 10,500. Whose challan it is? 94J. And this report of this challan is what? This one, 94J. Okay. This report we have to put first in annexure. So in that report, as per that report, how many deductees are there? How many people are there? Two people are there. So what I'll do, I'll go to annexure, insert row. In the first challan, how many people are there? 2. Say okay. So automatically that challan detail will come here. So 10,500. This challan is a 10,500. Okay. Both these people are 94J. So I'll select here section 94J. I'll say 4J. So you can say 4JA. Here it is displayed 4JA. That means it is what? Professional, remember. So you can select here 4JA. Or even you can select here 4JB also. Okay. 4JA actually technical service professionals, and these are what? Other professionals. So you can say 94JA, 4JA, or JB, sorry. 94JB. Okay. Okay. Next, I'll go here. Deductee reference number provided by the deductor. This you leave it as it is. Deductee reference number provided by the deductor if available. It is if. You can leave this blank. PAN number. I can copy directly from here the PAN numbers, or I can type it. If you have designed this in Excel, then otherwise you type it here. And second one. Okay. Names is what? Rajesh Associate and Sumuk and Company. Rajesh Sumuk and Company. Okay. Next one is date. Here the date is very important. In the challan, we are mentioning here date of payment of the challan. From where? We are mentioning from here. The date of challan is this. Okay. But in the annexure, the date should be of the report. Now this is the report of April. This is the report of April. This date is very important. So we can put here, date is 30th of April 2020. This is also 30th of April 2020. Okay. Amount credited, that is the TDS is deducted on what amount? 55,000 and 50,000. So 55,000 and 50,000. Okay. TDS. How much TDS is deducted? 5,500 and 5,000. 5,500, 5,000. Okay. Next. Is there any surcharge? No. I'll put 00 here. Don't leave it blank. Education search is not there right now. So 00 I'll put. The total will calculate again date. Same. This report is of April. I'll put 30th of April 2020. 30th of April 2020. Okay. Now here remark. Don't give any remark here. Deductee code. It's a company or non-company? Professional. It's a company. So I'll select what? Deductee code here 01. 1 for company. Say company and say company 01. Rate at which the TDS is deducted. TDS is deducted, we have deducted the TDS 10%. So I've used 10 and 10 here. Okay. And last one is what? Certificate and all that. This is not important. These two are not important. You can leave this blank. All this blank. Okay. These two you can leave it blank. Next challan we have mentioned here. Next challan is 6,600. So which is the report for 6,600? This one. Again, this is of April only. How many people are there? 2. So again I'll go to annexure. Insert row. In the second challan now. In the second challan again there are 2 people. Okay. This is also 94JB. I'll select. 94JB. Now these 2 people are contractor. 94C. I'll select here 94C. 94C. This is also 94C. Okay. So I'll go further now. Deductee code if available, you can give this blank. Okay, what? PAN number of those parties. Okay. The names are Defensor, Fortis and MV Professional. MV Professional. Okay, date is again April. So this is the report of April. So I'll put what? I'll copy the date from top. Control C and Control V. You can put it here. Same date. Amount deducted. Amount from which amount the TDS is calculated? 1,20,000, 2,10,000. 1,20,000, 2,10,000. How much TDS we have deducted is 2,400, 4,200. 2,400, 4,200. Okay. So now surcharge and all everything is 00. It is not applicable now. Again date, the report is of April only, so 30th of April, and this is also 2% TDS we have deducted. So I'll select the TDS 1 company and 1 here because it's a 1 for company. Here we have deducted 2%. So I'll just put 2 and 2. That's it. Don't give certificate and all that. Okay. So go to the next. Next chalan we have mentioned 3,000. So in the chalan 3,000 is which chalan? This, how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 are there in this 3. Which chalan is this? Contractor. So again, I'll go to insert row. In the third chalan, how many people are there? 4. All these are contractors. So I'll select 94C for all. Okay. So then I'll go deduct the reference number not there. PAN numbers I'll put. If you doing this in Excel, you can directly copy all the same, paste it here also. But right now it is not work because the PDF file. I'll just type it here. So these are the PAN number for sample PAN numbers I give you. So you put it accordingly. So names are JK Enterprises, JK Enterprises. Second is PC Clinic. Next one is Rudra Security. Then Kunde Electronics. Okay. Here the date is, this report is of what? June. So here I'll put not 31st of April, I'll put 30th of June 2020. Okay. 10,000, 22,000, 33 and 85. 10,000, then 22,000, then 33,000, then 85,000. Okay. Then how much TDS is deducted? 200, then 440, then 660, and then 1,700. Okay. Surcharge and all that 000. Education says 000. And here date is also same, 30th of June 2020. 30th of June 2020. I'll copy this date down. And again, this is a contractor. It's a 1%. So 111. I'll repeat again. Again, we have deducted 2% of TDS. Okay. So 2% of TDS. That's it. After entering all this transaction, again we will save this data. Save in the same file. Don't change the name of the file, and same folder. Sorry, huh? We'll continue more, or you want to stop here? Yeah. I'll send you one more. Just go through. Now this will be of different type, huh? First, watch this video, what I am sending you. Okay, on that basis you pass the transaction. It is loading. Just a second. You can watch those transactions. Now see, in this gives, it is there here. Now see this bill. Assume that you are working for security company, Suvidha Security Company. See, there is no quantity rate here. There is only service and the amount. And as I told you last time, sale doesn't mean you are selling the goods only. You can sell the service. Here we are selling the service. What about service this company is giving? Security service. To whom? Somnath Enterprises. So whenever I will enter the transaction in account, so far we have entered all these transactions here in RPU. This is very important, Chalan. We have entered the Chalan and then annexure. Annexure, remember, we have to enter the annexure on the as per Chalan order. This is very important. You cannot enter any report of any order. This Chalan number is very, very important. Okay. The way it is entered the Chalans here, that way you have to enter what? This annexure. And here the sections and all, everything is very important here, sections and all. And important in annexure, date is very important. This date should be the date on which, the date should be the day on which this is a report date. This report is of April, so the date should be 30th of April. Okay, these dates are very important. Okay, so we have done up to here, and this amount should be of this. The amount should be, this is the amount, and that is the TDS. Okay, so far we have done this. And once it is done, what we do, we save this in a new folder, and while saving, we are not changing the name of the file. Okay, so far we have done. The next step of TDS returns filing is we have to download the CSI file. CSI file, remember, CSI stands for Chalan Status Inquiry File. Now, what is the meaning of Chalan Status Inquiry File? What is the meaning of this? Whatever chalans we have paid to the government, that file will be there online. Okay, we have to download that file and compare with the chalan whatever we have shown here. So let us download what? CSI file now. CSI stands for Chalan Status Inquiry. I'll go to the net now. I'll go to the net. So I'll go to the site called teen-nsdl.com. Service Chalan Status Inquiry. Remember, teen-nsdl.com. Service Chalan Status Inquiry. This is the next step. After entering the data in RPU, next step is to download CSI file, Service Chalan Status Inquiry. 10 based view. Click on 10 based view. And here you can enter what? 10 number. That 10 number will be specified on the chalan. See, the 10 number is given here, RTK 02971D. The same chalan number, I will put it there. So, RTK 02971D, okay. Then from and to date, this is very important. From and to date means what? Here, whatever period we are entering, all those chalans should cover. Now, for example, in our chalans, first chalan is paid in what? This is my first chalan, which is paid in May. Correct? Second chalan is also in May. Third chalan is in July. Correct? Okay, that means the period is from what? May till July. Correct? So what I'll do, I'll go to enter the period there from 1st of May 2020 till what? You put any date like say 29th of July 2020. So in this period, your chalans will be there. So in this period, your chalans will be there. Okay. So what I'll do? FY, BY, and J. And click on View Chalan Details. Remember, I want to display all the chalans. I click on View Chalan Details. Once I click on View Chalan Details, it will show you all the chalans which are paid. Remember, this is of different company, what I am explaining you, not related to your problem, remember. So I cannot give you the actual data, that's why I am explaining you. See how many chalans are paid in actual. See, rent is paid, professional is paid, contractors are paid, okay, lot of TDS chalans are paid. Now what I have to do, we have to compare this with our chalans. Now I'll go to my chalan. See, this chalan is paid This is Chalan, correct? Whose chalan it is? 94J. This is paid in May, correct? And how much is the amount? 10,500. 94J paid in May, 10,500. So what I'll do? I'll go to this. Now 94J means professional. See here, it's a professional given here. This is the month of May, it is paid, correct? And this chalan number and our chalan number should match. This is the chalan number. This is very important. Right now it will not match because we are just practicing it. Okay. So actually your chalan number and this chalan number should match. So that means this is the chalan what you have paid. And click here and put the total amount of chalan which is paid, 10,500. Done. Next chalan, I'll go to the chalan now. Next chalan, what we paid is this. Next chalan, what we paid is this. Again, it is paid in May. Chalan number so and so, 6,600. 94C means it is of contractor. So I'll go to, again in May, contractor. It is contractor paid. Chalan number and our chalan number should match. Tick mark here. The chalan amount is 6,600. Okay. So next chalan is paid in July. This is paid in July. Chalan number so and so. This is again of contractor, 3,000. So what I'll do? I'll go here. I'll go to July now. I'll go to the July. Contractor of July. Okay. This chalan number and our chalan number should match. Tick mark here. Click here and put 3,000 there. Chalan amount. What is paid. So like this. So right now I have given you only three chalans. So whenever you are working anywhere, you will get more than 10, 12 chalans with lots of reports. Okay. So you have to take care while entering the data in the chalan and as well as preparing this returns, entering the data in RPU. Okay. Right now what we have done, we have entered all the data of the chalan, whatever we have shown in the return. So after entering the amount of the chalan, click on confirm amount. Because we have to confirm, otherwise suppose we have given wrong amount here, so that chalan will not going to match with the chalan what we paid to the government. So I'll say confirm it. When I click on confirm, see here it is coming amount not match, not match, not match, because we are just practicing it. If I put a correct amount here, the amount what is paid to the government, okay, and this remember whenever you are working anywhere, here it should come amount match, match, match. It should match, remember. Here it is giving because some of the corrections, I made some correction in this chalan, that's why it is not showing the correct value because I cannot show you that. Okay. So remember whenever you are working anywhere, this chalan's information should match. If it is not matching, you have to verify it. And suppose certain chalan information is not displayed here, you can go back and again put the value and again you confirm it. Okay. So all the chalans should be displayed here and all should match. And once it is matched, click on download chalan file. So one file will get download. I'll save that file. In Mozilla, this file is saved here. This file is saved here. I'm using Mozilla here. Mozilla Firefox. It is saving here. In Google Chrome, it will save somewhere here. Okay, what you'll do? Go to that folder where it is saved. Don't try to open this file. Don't open this file. Once it is downloaded, don't click on the file to open. Go to the folder where that file is saved. See, it is saved here. This is the name of the file. Copy that file. Right click, copy that file and put it in your folder. Where you saved that RPU file, now that folder you have to put this file. So I'll put this in my folder that is TDS returns. My folder is TDS returns in this. So I'll paste it here. Okay. So you have to do this. This is the next step of TDS returns filing. Of TDS returns filing. Let us see the last step of TDS returns filing. Okay, so far we have entered the chalan, annexure. Okay, then we have downloaded the CSV file. Now see in our see in our folder. I'll show you there will be two files. See, in our folder there are two files now. One is a RPU file and second is a CSI file. Both these files should be in your folder. Okay. Now the last is TDS returns filing. Important, remember, you may get error while completing the installation where you have to concentrate on challan order. In the challan, you have to put challan information from here, from this. Okay, you have to put the challan information from here, and in annexure, we have to put the information that is this report. But the challan, suppose this is the challan. Now this is the challan of 94J. Again, I am repeating 94J of May. So this is the report of that challan. This is the report of that challan, 94J. So this report, if this challan is mentioned first here, and this report should come first. So how many people are there in that report? 2. So these 2 are 94J. That information, and important here dates. Again repeating, this in annexure, whatever date you are entering should be of the report, that is end of the month report. And whatever dates you are entering in challan is from the challan dates. Okay, that is very important. Now the last step after entering all these things, then we have to save this file. Do not change the name of the file and save it in the new folder. So far we have done this. Now the last step, before going to the last step, check in your folder CSI file is there or not. CSI file and the RPU file should be there in your folder. Okay. Now the last step of TDS returns filing is click on create file. Click on create file. We will get this menu here. So understood what you have to do? Click on create file. Here it is asking you challan input file name. Challan input file name means what? CSI file, remember. Challan status inquiry or challan input file, it's one and the same. So here we have to enter that CSI file, whatever is downloaded from the net. So click on the browse for that. Click on the browse and you go to your folder. There is a CSI file. Okay, select the CSI file and open it. Yeah, done. So this is done. So here you have to enter what? CSI file. Next, upload error statistic report file path. So when I click on this browse here, automatically one file name will generate. Remember, here what you have to do? When I click on browse here, so concentrate this area. Okay. So here you have to select what? CSI file. Browse and select from your folder. From your folder, select the CSI file here. Second, browse this upload statistic report file. Click on browse. See, the file name comes automatically. But this file, you save it in. Don't change the name of the file. Save it in your folder. Say TDS return. Say okay. Save. For second browse, what you will do? Click on browse. Do not change the name of the file. Save it in your folder. So your folder, save. Okay, and then third option, you don't do anything. Click on validate. Now it will check whether your return is correct or wrong. See, file validation successful. Then click on OK. Click on OK. Okay. Now see, in your folder how many files are generated. Now suppose you may get, when you enter the data, when you click on this validate here, when you click on validate, 1 minute. When you click on create a file, when you type CSI file here, CSI file, okay, open, then click here, same file, put it in the same save. When you click on validate, sometime you may get error. Suppose you got the error, no? So what you have to do? You have to go to your folder. You go to your folder. There will be one file called error file, ERR file here. You just open that file. It will show you where the error is. Okay. You may get error relating to you may get error relating to some. Suppose you didn't enter this email address, or suppose you didn't get a branch name, email address. Okay. Because those are unstarred option. Okay, you may get error here, branch, then email address, then mobile number of responsible person, and this last option no. Okay, if these options are not properly selected, then you may get error, or you may get error in the challan, like challan not specified properly, or BSR code is wrong, or challan number is wrongly given here. This is the information you have to, or challan date is wrong. So you have to see that from, and here it should be 200, remember. Okay, and in case of annexure you may get an error like PAN number wrongly specified. Okay, then you may get your challan number doesn't match with your challan amount. For example, this challan is paid what, how much challan is paid? This challan is paid 10,500. If this amount should match with this 10,500, there are two people in that challan. So this both the people are 94J. So if I add this both, sorry, this TDS, this if I add this both should be 10,500. Similarly, second challan 6,600. How many people are there in that challan? 6,600. Two people are there. Okay, see, this 6,002 people are there. So second challan is 6,600. Two people are there. This we have already done. These two people. If I add these two people, it should be 6,600. If it is not matching with the challan, then you may get error there. Okay, or you may get the error. Suppose the wrong rate is specified. This rate should be correct. Okay. Okay. So after doing this, now right now it is successful. So for successful, what you have to do? Click on create a file. Then here we have to enter the CSI file, and here we have to select file name comes automatically. Just select the folder and save it, and then validate it. So the success, once it is successful, okay, suppose there is error, you have to solve the error. Remember, you have to solve the error. So again you have to save it, and again you have to create a file till successful message comes. So once this is successful, now what you have to do? Remember, we have to copy this entire data, this entire folder on pen drive. Remember this is very important step. We have to copy this folder on the pen drive. Okay, and this file, from this folder, this file 27A file, double click on this and take a printout. 27A file, double click and take a printout of this file, and entire folder you copy on the pen drive. Remember, important file from this is this FVU file. This file is very important. Okay, so what you have to do? Copy the entire folder on the pen drive, and from the folder 27A file you have to take a printout. So right click here and take a printout of this, or there is option called print here. It's a PDF file. So there will be print. See, this is a printer here. You can take a printout of this. Okay, so take a printout of this folder, you copy on a pen drive, and this data you have to submit pen drive and that this, what is that, 27A file to Carvey. Carvey is office of tax department. That office is called what? Carvey. If you are in Panjim, this office is there near Don Bosco. Don Bosco. If you are from Margaon side, near Hari Mandir market. Okay, so this is in Margaon and Panjim. From, I don't know about Vasco. So you have to ask anybody where the office is, Carvey, and you have to submit that pen drive and that 27A file there. Okay, so they will not keep your pen drive. They will install that on that file. They will install on their software. Okay, and they will give you a pen drive. They will charge you 100 rupees or 200 rupees. They will charge you. Okay, suppose you don't know to file the return. Suppose you don't know to file the returns, then what you have to do? This report, whatever we have created, like challans, this challan copies and this report, whatever we have created, submit that challan and the report to Carvey. They will file the returns for you. In case suppose you don't know to file the returns, okay, then you have to submit the challans and the report to Carvey. They will file. In that case, they will charge you 3,000, 4,000 rupees. Understood? No? Suppose we have already generated the returns. Suppose in this, in RPU, we have already generated the returns, and that data, suppose we have sent to the Carway, then they will charge you just 100 rupees. Okay, 100, 200 rupees, depends on the transactions. Okay, this is the end of the TDS returns.